All right, yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Alvania, and welcome to the Stellaris Necro-Corp playthrough, where we are letting you interact with this game. That is right. In between each stream, there will be a poll that is added, and in this case, let's take a look at what we have going on here. And so, here is my Alvania channel. Thank you so much for everyone that is currently subscribed, and everyone that's been watching this playthrough as it's been going on. And so, here you are, the Stellaris Necro-Corp. If you go over to the community poll, and you'll go down here. Just yesterday, after our stream on Wednesday, we had a poll here, and this was for in this Stellaris Necroid playthrough. We've arrived at our second Ascension perk and third tradition, and so I've been letting you guys pick the traditions that you think I should go with, and in this case here, we're picking both a tradition and an Ascension perk, and so I tried to mix it up a little bit, make it a little tricky here, and we had a couple of options. We had Engineered Evolution and Unyielding, Nihilistic Acquisition and Prosperity, Interstellar Dominion and Mercantile, and then Lord of War and Domination. And it looks like out of the 18 votes we got here, Nihilistic Acquisition and Prosperity are our next up in line for our empire. Now, let's jump over to our game here, and yo, what is going on? Gundir? Hope I'm saying your name right. Gundir Quid, welcome to the stream. Yo, here's our galaxy at hand. And so the Necro-Corp, as you guys remember at the last stream, we ended this bad boy at war. Now, let's take a quick look at my empire before we start this. We are a mega corporation, all right? And so we want that cash. We want those energy credits. We want all the resources we can get our hands on. Now, I made this empire a authoritarian empire, which I'm still working around trying to figure out how to like necessarily play with these guys, but really I just want that worker pop resource output. And so that gives me an extra 5% towards that. And then for our other governing ethics, we are going to be going with the fanatic materialist. And so this just decreases robot upkeep and increases research speed. And so those are ethics for our civics. We went with farm estate. That gives my leaders a extra lifespan. I get extra trade value and amenities from medical workers. And for the executive, they increase pop growth speed by 1%. And so, pretty solid there. Habitability is increased by just 1% as well. And then for our second civic is going to be Mastercraft Inc. Now, this replaces my artisans with artificers. And the artificers pretty much just produce consumer goods and trade value. And every 3 of the industrial districts I have, it'll grant an extra building slot on my planets for me to add jobs to. Gundir says, yes, bring more species into our own. Yes, bring them into the corporation, force them to work. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you guys voted for that first Ascension perk here. It is, where are we going to? Nihilistic Acquisition. This one I'm surprised. I didn't think anyone would want to go for this one, but hey, that's more pops for us to acquire later on. We'll go ahead and select that. And speaking of which, I believe we are, I think we're in orbit of some planets here. And so, again, here, this gray and teal border, that is the Necro-Corp's border. Now, we're going to jump over here to my fleet, and we're actually at war right now. And so let me turn my hyper lanes back on. There we go. And here are all my fleets right now. And so I remember the AI was trying to, or in this case here, we're at war with the Alvian sovereignty. And so they tried to, like, offer us a peace term. And I'm going to pretty much ignore it for now. And if I can, I'm gonna start raiding some of their planets. And so let's change our bombardment stance to raiding, and that's going to be for all these fleets. And I even have some generals here right now, but yes, let's go ahead and swap that all around. And so that way we can take the pops off of their planet, put them onto my world, and make them work. And so let's go ahead and select this Amoeba Flagella technology we just finished researching, and we'll go with the Doctor in Space Combat next. Now, this unlocks a edict, the Fleet Supremacy Edict, which we may or may not activate now. We'll see how it's going. It looks like right now with resource-wise, we're doing phenomenal. All right, we got 200 plus energy credits, 150 plus minerals, and everything else is in the positives. And so now let's see, where are the rest of my ships at? All right, so it looks like I got a handful of ships back at the my home system here. This is the night shift. And if you guys remember, we started right here, right? And pretty much every other system that wants to reach us in our sector, which here, we'll turn our sector map mode on, and so you'll see a little white border come over this in just a moment. There we go. And so this white border represents each system that is at least, I believe, what, 4 or maybe 8 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 systems away. If you expand, every system that is 4 systems away from your home planet is considered your sector. And so that's where I'm building a lot of my my star bases at first. I'm going to be making those as defensive as possible. And yeah, we're going to try and protect our home world in this run. And so let's go ahead and start our game here while our rivals here are trying to offer us peace. We're going to continue raiding some of their planets here. And so in a moment, we're going to see if we start getting some pops off of their planet in time before. Right now, they have the option to sue us for peace because we are both at 100. And so we're just waiting here and seeing what the deal is. Will we be able to at least take some pops off their planet? Oh. Engaging hostiles. And so they keep raising what looks like armies. All right, and so let's see here. All right, there we go. So we are now back to bombarding the planets. And I want to check their armies. Right now they have 471. And so we don't have enough. I remember we left off not having too much, at least in one system. And so, yeah, here we got our armies here, but not enough, at least in one system, to match this planet here, which is actually their home world. And so I want to double check here, make sure we still are raiding their planets with all of my fleets. So far, no pops have been taken off the world just yet. We're going to crank the speed up, and there it is. A robot pop has been abducted by our raiding fleets and is now resettled onto my planets. And so, excellent. We have abducted our first pop in the game. And it's a robot as well. And so, while that goes on, let's see here. It looks like we got a couple of agreements going on in the galaxy. But yeah, one thing of interest right now that I'm kind of looking at in this run is that we have a corporation down here. And so this is the 3rd episode of the Necro-Corp playthrough. It's called Corpo Wars because we have a corporation here, and you know what? We don't like that. They seem somewhat strong. They got defensive pacts. They got all kinds of agreements and things like that. And we kind of want to squash that. And so their fleets look pretty pathetic compared to ours right now. And while we finish here with raiding this planets, we're going to be looking for our next target here in a bit. And so, holy moly, I just maxed out energy credits. That is incredible. We're going to go ahead and buy a handful of alloys here. And let's go ahead and get a fleet constructed. And so back over here to the fleet manager. A lot of my ships are already queued up and ready to go to have more ships added to them. We're going to go ahead and reinforce all and try to get as many fleets as we possibly can back into the army, or into our navy. And so in the meantime, though, back over here, let's see what that population's army is looking like. 456. All right. And we're not abducting pops as fast. I felt like before we were abducting pops at a much faster rate, but right now we're just taking a handful and here to bits. Let's go ahead and get the rest of our armies back up here. I don't know if we'll have time to, but there we go. There we go. The alerts are coming in hot now. Now, they have not made peace with us just yet. Oh, no. And would you look at that? The corporation we were sort of rivaling has become a subject. And so we're going to change this map view to Union map mode now. And, oh, we got a rather large, it looks like an overlord vassal relationship there. And so we're going to have to be a bit careful about that. But yeah, we're going to change it back to our regular map mode. And so, yeah, now I'm assuming this Haddam Nation Empire. All right, we're friendly with them, but yeah, it looks like they're at war with someone. Interesting. And so, yeah, we'll keep an eye on these guys now, but they are an overlord, and, you know, those guys can get pretty tough early on, and so we'll be aware of that. But in the meantime, I may be attacking the block of Karis next. I know we don't have the best relationship. Actually, oh yeah, so we are hostile towards each other, but they're weak as well, and all these empires were just at war a moment ago. And so that's why their fleets are looking a little weak when it comes to their fleet power. And so outside of that, we're gonna go ahead and continue this here with our physics technology, and let's jump over to advanced combat roles. And so here it is. They've settled the status quo with peace with their empire. So the circumstance dictates that we can put it into this war. The Necro-Corp has better things to do than to pursue this conflict indefinitely. And they're absolutely correct. And so now we've expanded our borders a bunch, and we have these, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Gaia worlds. And so we're gonna go ahead and move our fleets over here and see what is going on. On top of that, I gotta get a science ship over here. Oh, actually it's here instead. And so, all right, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and hit this base. Let's see what we can do. We got our fleets on the way. And I'm gonna grab just pretty much all the ships that are in this system for starters. And we're gonna attack this base here because there are, yes, again, there are 6 Gaia worlds in this system, and we gotta figure out what that is all about. And so we'll add that to our empire here in a bit. The abandoned colony ruins is now within reach. And oh, we got unemployment. I believe this is on one of our new worlds we just conquered. And so we'll go ahead and increase unemployment benefits for that planet. We're gonna grab my other fleet as well, and we're gonna move them forward, and we're just gonna hang out in this Halido system right before it. There we go. So all fleets will hang out in this system, and then we'll wait until everyone's together and we'll attack the Dansha system. We don't know what's in there, but we're gonna find out. Here we have the fleet command limit being increased by 20, and I gotta go for the Ceramo metal infrastructure technology. This increases 1 building slot on all of my planets if they haven't already been filled up, and it increases colony development speed by 25%. Now, before we look at anything else, we're gonna go ahead and jump back here to, let's see, what worlds do we have? We have one world that we just conquered, and that's this Vitilic, but instead, I'm gonna rename this one. How about Microsoft? There we go. All right, and so this world has all kinds of issues going on, and we're gonna have to figure out what to do about it. And so this Key 3 system, or species, we're gonna have to change their rights. And I kind of want to let them work the specialist jobs. That way we don't have so much unemployment. Because that is going to be a lot of unemployed species. I got to figure out how to make them, how to let them be able to work specialist jobs. So right now they're indentured servitude. All right, you know what? We're just going to go back to the planet then. I'm not seeing an exact way unless I just missed it, but yeah, right now we have, holy moly. Yeah, we got 41 unemployed workers on this planet. And so let's just start by getting as much built on this world as we can. We're going to get some building slots opened up. On top of that, let me see if I can, we're going to go ahead and demolish this while we can. Yeah, we're going to have to spend some time on this world here. And so martial law is under effect. Let's see. Oh, we could expel the excess pops. But we're going to launch an anti-crime campaign as well. And let's see. I believe, oh, the market's not up. We can't sell all these pops we have. We'll see how long we can last with this world being in the state that it's in. But yo, guys, give me one moment before we look at this planet here again in a moment. We're going to take a quick pause here. I'm going to grab some water, and I'll be right back. But tune in for some more Stellaris Necro-Corp. All right, yo, and we are back at this thing now. We have some more goodies to look at. And so that was the world we had just conquered, planet Microsoft. This world has a lot of crime, low housing, low amenities, low everything, but we're going to see if we can flip this thing around and make this a profitable planet. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get time moving, and let's look at some of our other worlds. And so unemployment seems to be a big thing going on here, and we should be able to actually have a better idea here. And so we're going to try this out. So this is going to be a forge world. We're going to start squeezing out industrial districts, right? And we're going to move these pops from this planet to some of our other worlds here. And so this is going to be excellent because now, since I have some of these are slave processing facility buildings, there'll be more, more for these types of species we're trying to move around. And so let's go ahead and get some more of these city districts up. Let's see, this is our farming planet, and we're gonna need some more minerals here because, yeah, we got lots and lots of opportunities waiting to go right now. And so let me see, where are my food buildings at? Here we go, hydroponic farms. We'll go ahead and squeeze 2 more of those on while we're at it, and let me see if I can maybe get a handful more minerals, and we'll upgrade our planetary capital building. All right, and so what's gonna happen here next is we're gonna go to the resettle tab. And the Alvanians, this is the species we just conquered. We're going to start moving them to some of the other worlds we just added all of these jobs to. All right, and so let's get to work on moving some of these away, and there will be some slight unemployment, but just to take some of the weight off of this newly colonized world, there's going to be some slight unemployment going across all empires. Not all empires, but all planets in our empire. And there we go. So let's see how much this helps the planet. So crime did go down a little bit, but we still got more work to do. And so, yes, we'll get on top of this in a bit. But a resolution has been passed. The cooperative research channels. This is in the Galactic Community. Now, let's jump back over here and see what's going on. Right now, my empire is the heaviest diplomatic weighted empire. And now we are voting to form the Galactic Market. Now that I could definitely get behind. And in the meantime here, we're going to keep an eye on our fleets that are getting closer to the Dacha system. There are a ton of Gaia worlds there, and we are going to be looking to get to the bottom of this. In the meantime, I got my other fleets down here getting ready to rotate up in that direction as well. And after that, I think we should be good for a bit. And so we're getting some of these worker jobs. That's this bottom category tier of jobs. We're getting some of those added to my planets. And we're going to need more. That is for sure. Especially planet Microsoft. It's going under some extreme strain right now, but in due time, we'll get this squared away. Let's see. We have no rulers on this planet. And so let's actually go back here, and we're going to resettle some of our primary species, our grave gnawers here. There we go. So we just moved 3 of them to this planet now. So cool stuff there. We're also going to distribute some luxury goods in hopes that, there we go, we increase that happiness just a little bit. The crime's going down a little bit more, stability starting to go up a little bit. And so things are moving here, but we still got work to do. And so planet Marbell, I actually have an idea. So let's jump back over here to planet Microsoft. So we're going to open up this tab here, and it shows me what pops are working what jobs. Now I want to make sure, what? My grave gnawers would really work this without just replacing one of these specialist jobs? That's craziness. But I was thinking we're going to move some of these, like in this case here, we got farmers that are grave gnawers. They could fill in some of the other jobs. We're going to have, instead, the pops on this world fill in, what? They can work necrophyte jobs? That's craziness. All right, and so we're just moving a bunch of these conquered species to my home planet so that they can work. And we're going to move some of the other pops here. Let's see. Some of the pops I can fill in the other jobs on the planet we just conquered. And so, in particular, I'm trying to move my clerks around. And cool. Cool stuff. Now we just got 2 unemployed pops on this planet. Maybe I'll go here and we'll resettle maybe a couple of more clerks that are, here we go, of my primary species. Cool stuff. And so there it is. Pop's been rotated. Planet Microsoft getting more stable. Crime dropped from literally 90% all the way down to 29%. But the job's not done yet. We got plenty of work here still to do. And we've converted 2 of our pops with that Chamber of Elevation building. And so, speaking of which, we're going to go ahead and get a Chamber of Elevation building up on this world as well. We got to make sure we are converting pops all over the place, and then we'll come back. We got a lot of work to do with planet management, but we'll come back to that in a bit. And so, next up, let's check out where our fleets are. We got 2 of them here in the Helido system. Let's see, 3 in the Helido system. Okay, so all fleets are here. Actually, we got 1 that is about 2 systems away. And so once this fleet reaches all the way up here, we're going to attack this system that has 6 Gaia worlds. 6 Gaia worlds. All right, and so here we go. All fleets are inbound. Getting ready to attack. And I need something with some more heat. This will work. Here we go. Sorry, guys. My allergies are kind of kicking my butt here. And so give me a second. I'm going to drink some water. We're going to go ahead and check out this system here. And so this is the system we will be attacking. We're going to move our fleets in, and we're going to hang out outside. And here it is. Worlds of Plenty. Orbiting each of the 3 stars in this system behind us, the Dacha system, are ecological paradises, Gaia worlds, each capable of sustaining organic life. Initially, we thought this might be uninhabited, given the lack of pollution. Yet after performing deeper scans, we discovered large crawling cities spanning each planet from end to end. Stranger still, it seems like the only central star has planets originally from the system. The others are orbited by planets from Helido and other, more remote systems. And we say, but how? So we just gained a bunch of physics research for that. And there goes that base there. And so here we go. Here we go. The Gaia Paradise. Yes, this is the Gaia Paradise. And we're going to go ahead and attack that base right away. And then I'm going to, you know what? I might just start abducting the pops off the planet. And so boom, there goes their fleet. It's been taken out. Or no, not their fleet, their star base. And now we're just going to go ahead and start abducting pops. We're just going to say, give me your pops. And so I'm not sure if we're actually doing it or not, but let's see. Apparently the system belongs to someone. I'm aware of that, but we want the pops. All right. Well, I guess we'll have to wait a bit, but I guess we could go ahead and make first contact with the species. Sure, why not? Now, in the meantime, I remember we had some espionage due to one of our galactic paragons. Let's check out our leaders here. And so I'll go to not my admiral, I believe it's my general. Here we go. And so here's my general. And oh, this tab's been changed. I believe I did an update, and so now you can open and close these. But here is our Paragon Kaija, Minister of Defense. Pretty cool stuff. And so a well-connected information broker whose network spans the breadth of the galaxy. And so this character has an infiltration speed of 150%. That is absolutely outstanding. They get 2 available envoys and negative 25% operation cost. And so, yes, this has been a wonderful stream to use espionage on my rivals. And so, in particular, this empire right here, the Block of Karus. Look at this. They're inferior in every category. We should make them propose subjugation. And they won't accept it. And so we'll have to force them into subjugation a little bit later on. But let's manage our our spy network here. We have a infiltration level of 50 with this empire. And so for starters, let's look into, you know what? I don't even have to really worry about this empire. While we're spying on them, they mean so little to us. Everyone's weak to us, except for these guys. And they're kind of weak to us as well. And so let's see if I can propose subjugation. They won't have it either. In that case, I'm going to go ahead. I want to find an empire that's like strong. Everyone's weak. What the heck? No, this can't be right. Something's not right. There ain't no way. What? How's every empire weak to me right now? Even these guys are weak. What the hell? In that case, we'll go ahead and just build one, I guess, over these guys. Let's see. Who else are we spying on? Wow, we're pretty much spying on everyone. And so, yeah, we're not going to be improving relations anymore. Throw that out the door. We are going to be spying. And so over here, we are waiting. And you know what? I'm going to merge all these fleets, or all of these armies here, and we're going to go ahead and move forward and prepare our first invasion on one of these Gaia worlds. And so let's look for one of the smaller ones to hit first. Don't want to go for some of these bigger Gaia planets. We want to target the weakest one, and Halido 1. This looks like a good option. Oh, so we need to get this system in our borders as well, and so that's why we were not able to go ahead and take those planets. And so here we got to survey the system as well, and then we'll research the project here. All right, so these guys want to make a trade with us. They say, oh, but we have customers. Our sincerest apologies for that display. Some do not have the courage to accept good fortune when it falls into their lap. And so, you know, let's see what they got. Oh, a caravan cruiser. I'm going to say deal. For some energy credits we gave them, they gave us a cruiser. So we'll take that. And we got a building slot open on our planets now through technology here. And so for Society Tech next, let's go for some tile blocking technology. We got a couple of planets that got tile blockers on it. Here we're trying to make first contact here as well, but that does not matter. As soon as we survey the system, it'll be ours. And let's go back to our planets now, because we have all these. We should have some building slots open. Okay, and so I'm seeing here that we have 22 housing available. I'm gonna replace a building or a district. And let's see. I think we're gonna go with a mining district until we find some more worlds to colonize. And if we get these Gaia worlds colonized, that'll be very nice as well. And so let's check out Planet Microsoft again. Crime is all the way down to 0. Bingo, baby. And so that's a done deal. Stability is increasing up to 38% now. Now we just need, look at this. All these buildings, these city districts are up and active. We just need jobs on this world next. And so let's start with some energy credits. I'm still not sure what I'm going to make this world just yet, but I'm trying to get my primary resources back up. So the creatures in this system stole Gaia worlds from across the galaxy? I don't know. If that's what they did, that'd be pretty sweet. But I know there's something that happens where they're like, they make their relay, like the hyper relay, not connect to it anymore. All right, and so we got an army here, one system away. We got a science ship surveying the system. Uh-oh, and 2 empires are at war. I see, I see. So we got an interesting galaxy here. These guys are becoming, oh, here we go. Hold up, guys, we're going back to Habanites. This is where the Gaia worlds are. And so it says, surveying a new Gaia world is usually a momentous event, but for this crew, it is going to become a routine for the next few months. The multiple worlds house some very strange, unsophisticated. They obviously have not achieved spaceflight yet. Their renewable energy production rivals our most efficient reactors. Now, a further oddity is the equal spread of resources. Every world has everything they need to survive, which should be impossible. We are seeing goods only produced on one planet arrive on another without a single transport ship taking flight. We need an observation outpost now. And so, hey, yeah, that's a lot of resources there from that moon. But yes, somehow each of these species or each of these Gaia worlds seem to have an equal amount of resources on each of them. And here we are surveying another world. Oh, and so it looks like we found a ship from a habitat. Oh, snap. So we get some pre-FTLs here, but they seem to have some pretty high technology on these buildings or on these planets. And so while they're doing that, let's see here. The survey has been complete. Though our surveys of habitable worlds, our biologists have collected a vast amount of data on alien life forms. Now, many of our older theories on development of life have been disapproved, and our scientific community has had to build new models from scratch. And so, excellent. This ends the habitable world survey event chain. Now, back to here. I feel like I've only had this situation a handful of times, but I got to see what's up with it. And so here, that plan worked. We took away one city district, and now we have a little less housing, but one more job open. And so for my Marbell world, we're not going to come back to that much until we finish. We get some upgrades for some buildings. But in the meantime, though, we have our Forge world back over here. We're going to go ahead and add a few more of these industrial districts. Anna Inc. This is my factory world. Same thing. We got some unemployment. Might as well take use of it. Get these pops working here. And so there we go again. A couple of industrial districts up. My farming planet still has buildings queued away. Let's see. Yes, hydroponic farm. No tile blockers can be cleared out at the moment. In that case, maybe we'll squeeze on more farms. And then for this world, we still have plenty of workers that we need here. So I'm going to look around. None of my planets seem to need a ton of pops at the moment. And so we'll keep working towards getting that. Yeah, so there's some, looks like some crime has sprouted up on this world. Interesting. Well, I do have a Prinkseek house in way, so we have an enforcer working there now, but pretty sure as this planet will fill up, we will eventually get some more enforcers on this world to work. Now, boom, there we go. All of the unemployment has disappeared on each of these worlds except for planet Microsoft. The jobs are in very high demand, and so a lot of jobs are filling up really quickly on this planet. And there we go. 3 more necrophages on Anna Inc. have been converted. So that is excellent.
Imagine the profit margins on this tech.
Copy that. And so again, we are still waiting to get the system fully surveyed. Galactic administration is going to be, well, first, it's one of my favorite technologies because it allows you to unlock another civic.
Prospect analyze.
And so that is going to be very good. And look at all these resources in the system. This is incredible. Wow. And so let's see here. I can now build an outpost over this system. And I'm going to grab my science ship. And I think they should be researching. Let me check here. We'll go ahead and get them to research this next project. And then we're going to work our way back over here and excavate this abandoned colony's dig site. All right, so let's see what our neighbors think of us. They're pretty hostile towards us still. And they're at war with another empire. And so, geez, they've been having a tough time. A very tough time.
Target market expanded.
All right, and so let's see here. The sooner we can get this base built up, the better. And now we have a council. Ooh, we can now launch an agenda. And so this is the military buildup, and it decreases ship build costs or decreases energy upkeep and war exhaustion. And so this is going to be perfect to launch right now. And let's go with next. Let's see here. We got a couple of options. Preserve the order. And so you guys can see this here. Here, I'll show you in a second. These are all the modifiers for it. Lots of pop resource output and authoritarian ethics attraction. And so that is looking pretty solid there. Here in any moment, we should be expanding our borders over this. And we may get ready for our first planetary invasion. Now, we're going to go with the basic cloaking fields technology for physics technology next. We're going to jump back over here to our fleet manager before all this stuff goes down. And look at this. All my fleets can get... Can they? It's saying 30 out of 80. Oh, yes. We are getting some major ship improvements here. We got plenty of space. I might go over my... Actually, you know what? Let me backtrack here. We're going to queue up those 2 fleets for now. But yeah, that's going to be a lot of ships on the way. And so we got to try and increase our naval cap, because we are definitely about to go over that. So I can build one more base, and we're going to squeeze that one down here since we're so close to the Marauders. I'm probably just going to prepare for them over anybody else, since everyone else's fleet power seems to be weaker than mine. And there we go. Fleet management. Oh, actually not fleet management. Here. Oh, this is that Tin Yankee system. Wow. And so there's a dead Tin Yankee planet here. We researched that and we found out there's something living in here, the mother brain. And so, well, I don't know what's going to happen with that situation, but... Oh, here we go. Anger of a gentle race. We thought those who could traverse the stars wouldn't be so primitive as to resort to violence. They tell me to leave. No. What? And so that's what happened. Now I remember. We found these guys. Oh, man. And now they kicked us out of the system somehow. Boo. Boo. All right, and so, yeah, we selected an holistic acquisition like you guys wanted me to in the YouTube community post. And for our third tradition, we're going to be going with prosperity. That's what you guys wanted me to go with as well. And so this was the combo. Prosperity says that there is no better indicator of the success or failure of a star nation than the strength of its economy. The adoption effect of this are favored society, which, well, I don't know what that does exactly, but, oh, actually that increases output for specialist pops, but that's an agenda that we can unlock. And there is the plus 20% mining station output. We have a lot of mining stations. Cool. And so, although our fleets got kicked out of the system, geez Louise, that's a bummer. That is a major bummer. We have a Paragon, and here we have Zondar. Wow. And so suspended on a massive mobility crane is the head of a torso of a humanoid. Once this must have been an organic being, but most of what remains is metal, wires, and plastic. Without warning, the body jolts and comes to life, two synthetic eyes begin to glow, and a crackling voice emerges. I am Zondor. I seek a command. And I don't even have to ask, I'm recruiting this guy. He's an admiral, and let's see. He increases ship firing rate and armor hardening. He's a resilient commander, so he increases ship hull points and daily hull point regen. He increases explosive weapon fire rate, perfect. And he has a sensor range modifier +1, a ship hyperlane detection range, and less time spent missing in action. Lastly, he's a micromanager, and so he loses a little bit of fleet command limit, but I'm definitely enlisting this guy, and we're probably gonna drop, oof. So we're gonna dismiss Natuaku. This is crazy. He was once my ruler, and now he's just somebody that we used to know. And so once my ships are back, oh, he says, as a direct result, astounding scientific discovery, the rate at which we conduct research has accelerated. His findings are a hot topic in the scientific community. We now recognize Atith Insnoth as a thought leader. Oh, cool. Cool stuff. And so I'm just looking at some of my worlds here and making sure, like, this planet in particular has one district on the way. Let's get probably the last one available there. And let's look to, let me see. Yeah, a lot of these planets don't have a lot of jobs available at the moment. All right, so at this Insnoth, one of our scientists here, let's give him the exploring traits. And he's currently researching a archaeological dig site right here, the abandoned colony ruins. Now, as soon as my fleets come back, let's see, when are they supposed to be back? 2262, holy moly, that is 2 years from now.
Construction complete.
Yeah, I'm not waiting for that. And so we're gonna jump over to one of our fleets here. And can I build cruisers yet? I sure can. And so we're gonna jump over to our ship designer. And here's my cruiser design. We're gonna add a little bit of point defense. This is a bigger ship. Want to be able to protect it. And so for our artillery bow, let's see, we'll go for UV lasers. And then for my hangar core, I'll go with maybe I'll go with flak batteries. Flak batteries and improved strike craft. And then for the gunship, we're just going to squeeze on some missiles. We're gonna go ahead and auto complete this design. We're gonna go to armor, and I like to run a lot of armor now on my ships. And there we go. We got a new cruiser design saved up here, and let's jump over to our fleet management tab. And there it is. We can now start adding new cruisers to our fleets. All right, so this one I'm going to break down, and let's start adding these now. And it says that I have frigates in one of my classes. These are frigates that we found. So not to get those mixed up, because I would be building frigates if I was able to at the moment. But I have no frigate ships for me right now, so we'll have to wait to build those a little bit later on. But right now, this is going to be a lot of missiles thrown at any hostile ships. Oh, actually, disregard this. There we go. Cool stuff. And so I'm just going to mess with this last fleet here. I'm not going to go too much heavier into this. There we go. Cool. And so I reinforced all. We're definitely going to have to get some more naval cap here in a bit. Maybe on planet Microsoft, this will be a good world to squeeze maybe 2 strongholds on. Or maybe 1 stronghold and 1 processing facility. Now, hey, it looks like another empire has joined the Galactic Community. Cool stuff. Another one of my leaders has a veteran trait as well, or veteran level. Now let's go for industrialists. I would love to have more resources coming from our pops here. Right now, we're doing a pretty solid job with what we have. And birth of the galactic market. Now, the customers, clients, and rubes of the galaxy at long last seem ready to accept a quasi-centralized platform for deregulated mid-scale international commerce. Nice. And so we can promote one of our worlds to play host to this commercial hub to maximize our potential revenue. Let commerce flow. And so, yeah, we're having an election here. I'm going to let the people vote on who they want to have next. Let's find our planet that has the most trade value. Excuse me. And we're going to try and get some trade hubs on this world for a bit. Or in this case, is it? Yeah, commercial zones. All right, and so we might take a slight hit here with our technology. That's just because I'm trying to be the holding spot for the galactic market. All right, and so we'll see if this helps increase my chances. Let's go to planet Marbell, and we're going to unlock the decision here to make this, or to nominate this world for the galactic market. So base birthplace competitiveness rating. Cool stuff. And I'm looking around for, let's distribute luxury goods. And so that increased my trade value a little bit more. We have basic fields cloaking technology. Cool, cool. And so here is the first situation for the abandoned colony ruins. Now, the strange ruins show no sign of damage beyond neglect. Homes, factories, buildings of unknown use, they all stand empty and abandoned. Where did everyone go? It seems likely that a large building in the center of the colony may hold the answers. And so we're going to go ahead and investigate that. And yeah, we need to use these ships here. And so there we go. We got a couple of fleets that have made it back. Let's see. Memories of Lost. Is this a fleet? Oh, it is. It needs to be reinforced. All right, and so yo, I got an itch for some battle. Some sort of battling. Our military buildup is still up and running. Oh, we got a council position open. A pharmaceutical executive. And so we need somebody to fill in this spot, definitely because of the pop growth modifier. And let's go with, you know what, Natu Aku. Natu Akint. It's been having it kind of rough. Let's bring them back into the fold. And so we got another Natu member. on the council, and we're gonna go ahead and establish an embassy. And so cool, we got an embassy there going. Let's look into another espionage operation. And so right now I'm kind of looking in the background here. I'm trying to see if I can sabotage one of their bases. But honestly, I don't even know if they have anything that can stop us. This logom system, you know, I feel like we could attack from the bottom up. Actually, that's where their home world is. And so, yeah, maybe we will try that. Logom Station. We're going to go ahead and try to attack this. Yeah, we're going to try and attack that station here. And so, let's go ahead and send them a subjugation. Actually, better yet, let me see if I have the option to declare war against them. So declare war, make subsidiary. There we go. And so, yeah, let me go ahead and grab my ships here. At least all the ships we do have. And we got a couple. And we're going to position them in the Chort system that is one system away from their borders. And so we're going to go ahead and make these moves before we go to war with these guys and get everything prepared. That way, as soon as it begins, it'll already be too late. We're going to try and do one big sweep of this empire and take everything they have very quickly. And so I am a little bit over my naval capacity, but that is what we want right now. Not necessarily, but we're going to be putting these ships to work here in just a bit. And so we may lose some ships here, but probably not too much. And pretty soon here, I might be able to take the fight to the enclave that's here. Now, back to the abandoned colony ruins, part 2 of the situation. A large crystal has been found inside what we know to have been the colony's central administrative center. In some way we cannot fully describe, the crystal seems to have wanted to be found and is trying to communicate with us. Perhaps with further study, communication will be possible? Probe the crystal. All right, so we're going to continue down the abandoned colony ruin situation. Through technology, we have now acquired the option to get another civic here. And let's look around. Metallurgist upkeep. Ooh, we could go catalytic recyclers. We do have a lot of farming. Gaia stealers and sentient crystals. This is getting spooky. It is. It is. We could be going down a dark path with this empire here. I'm trying to figure out what we want for our third civic here. Free traders could be a good one. Tricky. Free traders. Commercial pack efficiency. And trade value will be increased. Actually, you know what? I might just try that. We might just jump into it and say, sure, why not? What's the worst that could happen? Free traders, let's go. Commercial pack efficiency is going to be increased. But I don't have enough unity, and so we'll have to pass on that for now. Let's go back to our home planet. I want to see what's going on here. Make sure trade value seems to have... Has it increased or decreased? Because I thought it was at 80 a moment ago. Let me see if that helps it. Oh, so that did. We just didn't have any pops working the clerk jobs. All right, and so in due time, let me see how long. Oh. All right, guys, so right now we're trying to destroy one of our rivaling empire's bases, and it says a operative on the block of Cossus has fallen foul of an anti-tampering device installed in the system ducts of the Logom Station starbase. Now, their injuries were severe, but our operative managed to complete their task and has maintained cover so far. It is clear that the Karun authorities, however, that the incident was unusual, bordering on suspicion. Questions are being asked, and the longer our operatives remain in their medical care, the greater the risk of our cover being blown. I'm going to say we must proceed without them. It still does not matter because we have that general increasing our espionage speed at 150%. All right, so yeah, now we got that civic slot open. Let's get some more naval cap going, and then for engineering tech, let's go with the robotic workers. Wow, we are getting a lot of resources right now. This is pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to need some more minerals here in a bit. Let's go ahead and upgrade this planetary capital building into a system capital complex building. And on the rest of my worlds here, I'm starting to notice some of them are getting more jobs. Planet Microsoft still has 16 jobs that need to be filled, or 16 unemployed pops that need to be put to work. And so let's go ahead and start moving these guys away. And this is burning some of my energy credits. But no worries though. There we go. And so look at that. Planet Microsoft. 0% crime, 75% habitability, or no, 75% stability. That is a planet back on track. And so we still got 5 unemployed pops, but no worries. We got a processing facility on the way. And now let's look into maybe designating this planet. And so we have alloys, we have consumer goods, we have food. I kind of want to make this a mining world instead. I think we might do that. And so we're gonna get some mining districts up. Right now it's set to urban world. Instead, we're gonna switch this over to a mining world. And we're gonna start tinkering around with some of these buildings in a bit. Honestly, I think this is kind of okay what we have at the moment. And so we'll come back to this planet a bit when these jobs are up. Here is an embassy offer. We will definitely take one of those. And let's keep this game going. All right, and so here on our Forge world, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and just add the last industrial district we have left. We have 65 alloys we are producing per month right now, and so pretty solid. Let's look into getting another gene clinic up. And with this being a Forge world and all, let's get that mineral purification building up as well. All right, and so outside of that, the rest of these planets, I'm going to have to wait a bit. Man, we are bringing in a lot of food as well. And so I'm going to add another 80 food to the market here. Let's go back to the home planet. Let's see. Are we getting more clerks? We need more clerks on this world ASAP. And so any unemployed pops, get over here. Any pops that... Oh, here we go. We can move this pop off our home planet. That's unemployed, and bingo, Planet Marbell. All clerks are working. 84 trade value. I need more. And so an extended period of unrelenting border skirmishes with the Armathorian crosshairs has hardened our serving naval crews. Their abilities have been tempered in battle, and our forces have even adopted several complex combat maneuvers that'll give us an edge in future conflicts. Excellent. And so this increases ship fire rate for 10 years. And I think now we should use it. I think now's the perfect time to start using that. And so here's one of my crazy strong fleets right now. We're going to attack them from both sides. How about that? We got a couple of systems, or a couple of fleets in the Chort system like we wanted before. We're going to move a couple of systems up here into the Yamathur system next. And here in a bit, it's going to be go time. And so we're going to wait for both fleets to get in position. Here, the security contractors is our next resolution we are voting on, and I will support that. We still need to get that trade value up as high as we can in this system. And so we got a bunch of commercial zones on the way. I'm not going to be resettling any. Actually, you know what? I probably could resettle some pops here. Let's see what jobs are not being filled. So here we got a little bit of crime. Let's fix that. There we go. Just moving pops around. And so I like seeing these jobs kind of go from these unemployed pops go from the positives or the negatives to the positives. And here in a bit, geez, we just need to build more. That is a lot of food. All right, sweet. So now we are finally able to clear out some of the tile blockers on that planet. That's going to be a good move right there. This planet, not yet, but we are already out of jobs here. One job available, and so this is always good news. But this is a factory world. We don't have a factory or a civilian industry building up, and so we'll start with that first. And then we may have to come back to this planet as well. We're running low on minerals, and so cool. I've pretty much used up all of my resources to get those jobs on those planets. Now we just wait a bit and get ready to get our ships in position. Now I'm going to go ahead and... Can I close my border so you guys... I can't. We have a truce for another year. This empire up here I went to war with, and I thought I saw their ships traveling through my borders, and so definitely don't want that. But what we do want is this abandoned colony ruin situation to be fully excavated, and it is. Now, after a great deal of trial and error, a breakthrough has been made. The crystals is some kind of psionic archive, and its records are fragmented. What we know is that this was a colony of the Zroni, now a psionically gifted race who discovered a dimension which came to be known as the Shroud. Once the Zroni population reached critical mass, it seemed that their collective unconscious minds began to make contact, with the proto-shroud in dreams, leading to mass lucid dreamings. Now, the phenomenon was studied, and the Zroni discovered how to psionically project themselves into the shroud, at which point they also found that they could manipulate the very fabric of reality using their psionic powers. Now, it wasn't long before the Zroni discovered they could physically enter the shroud and, like the gods, transforming the dimension to suit their whims. The archive's records end there, with no information on what happened to the inhabitants of Microsoft. But while there are no answers here, we have learned another Zroni colony, which may contain a more complete archive. Awesome. And so I think this is going to open up another Zroni minor colony situation, and we're gonna go ahead and get to work on that, excavating another site, the Zroni minor colony. All right, cool stuff. And so, oh, hey, we can now unlock another civic. And yeah, let's try that. Which one was it? Free traders. Get that trade value up. Bingo. And now we have a council position open. Ooh. Chief Trade Officer. I mean, how many commercial packs do we have? Let's go to our contacts tab here. Here is my empire, and okay, so I got two commercial packs. Sure, we can give this one a try now. Let's see here. Council position from Civic Free Traders. Commercial pack efficiency will be increased by 2%. There we go. And so let's go ahead and get a new leader here. Natu, you're back on the council. Poor Natu. But yo, we got another trait here available, and let's go for, I can get alloys pretty easily. Let's go for the Urbanist. All right, cool stuff. So I think with us trading or switching out that council position, we're gonna have to go ahead and sell a little less food here because now we're in the negatives, and let's keep this thing going. Now I kind of want to make these guys my friends, but I also want to know more about them, and so let's go ahead and get a spy network going, and we're gonna figure out some more information about the species over here that's hiding from the galaxy. Now let me double check here. My fleets are midway to their position. They're about 3 systems away. My other fleets are waiting, and honestly, I feel like I could get away with attacking them right now. And so let's see. I want to see. They will not accept subjugation. Their fleets, everything they are is just pathetic compared to us. And so we're going to go ahead and declare war on these guys, and I want to make them a subsidiary.
Moving in to secure hostile market shares.
Got that right. And so now we are attacking them, and it is go time. All right, so none of these systems have any bases that are being protected, and so we're just going to cut through them like butter there. And the same thing is going to take place up here. We're going to go ahead and just attack all of their fleets that are nearby. And so this fleet has 6.1k fleet power.
We're gonna make a pretty hole in their defenses.
And we may be getting ready to nihilistic acquisition their planets. And so, oh, yo, right here, this logum system, we're trying to attack it. There's a base in particular. Oh, there should have been a base here, but let's see what happened. An operative on the block of crews has fallen foul, but okay, so this is like the same thing. We're gonna continue going without them. But yeah, we're trying to destroy this base. That way my ships won't have to fight them. Now, we are beginning our next Zroni minor colony situation. It's the first one of this dig site, and it says that one of our scientists one of the planets contains the ruins of another abandoned Zroni colony. The first step to solving this mystery is to find and make contact with this world's psionic archive. And so we're going to probe the crystal. All right. And so, yeah, we've already taken 2 systems, And soon in a bit, we're going to be working on our third. We're going to be pinching them as well. And so let's look into... Hey, look at that. Planet Microsoft. No unemployed pops. All the pops are working. Incredible. We're going to start by getting a building slot open first. And then this is a mining world? Did I make this a mining world? I sure did. All right, cool. So we'll be getting some more minerals here. But yo, this is a planet that did a complete U-turn. Nice. Great. Now I don't have any unemployed pops. All right. Well, dang. Ana Inc. has more trade value. What? Hold up. How is this right? I don't understand. How does this world have more trade value? I wonder if it's from the Iron Fist from my governor here. Let me move a governor to this world. Oh, there we go. So 100 trade value. So hopefully this will be enough to get me some more, it's given me some more trade value, but hopefully it'll be enough to make me the galactic market leader, or the one that houses it. All right, and so let's go back here and see about... Jeez Louise, I got all these clerk jobs available and not enough trade value. And so we're just going to let some pops fill this world for a bit. Here, let's see, we'll clear out a tile blocker. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, and so now we're attacking from both systems here. I don't see any of their fleets, and so I can't imagine this war going on too long. But yeah, we're already heading for their systems that have planets in both of those, and we're just going to go straight for the planet. Here we're attacking one of their strongest bases, and this will probably end the dig site. And it's too late. There's no base there anymore.
Engaging hostile station.
All right, so now we're going to go ahead and begin. You know what? Let's just go ahead and just take the rest of these bases. We're just going to clear them out. And then we're going to continue to raid their remaining planets.
Engaging hostiles.
All right, so here it goes. Our second war. And it's already begun. All right, now back to the Zroni minor colony. It says that while this war is going on, it was much easier to establish contact with the crystal this time around, using protocols we established with the previous one. Again, its records are fragmented, but we have learned that another advantage of being able to enter the Shroud was that the Shroud touches all parts of physical galaxy, perhaps all parts of the universe, simultaneously. Now, if we can enter the Shroud, if it's possible, to exit at any known location, this ability to psionically jump between physical locations allowed the Zroni to spread to all comers of the galaxy. Because they spent most of their time within the Shroud, the Zroni established relatively few permanent colonies. Those they did set up were mostly located near their homeworld. This crystal has given us the location of another colony. Excellent. And so let's see where this one is located. This is the Zroni minor colony once again. One system away. Perfect. Excavate it. And so glandular acclimation. I gotta try this one. I gotta do some modifying to some species. I gotta tinker around with them. And we got another 3 necrophages. All right, and so there it is. We are acquiring more pops. What? The Hadoram system got it. Damn it. In that case, we're going back to planet Marble here, and you guys have failed me. You have all failed me. We're going to switch over to research labs. Damn it. I was hoping we would have gotten the galactic market, but it looks like that's not the case. Not the end of the world, though. While we did not get the galactic market, we will be acquiring a couple of planets here, or better yet, a subject. And so we'll be putting these subjects to use here in a little bit. So let's go ahead and grab our armies now. I'm actually going to split these guys. I'm going to split them into two. We're going to move one fleet or one army that way, and the other one is going to go that way. And we're going to go ahead and get these guys to invading planets. So an empire has fallen. Tragic. Here, let's see. They have 11 pops, now 10. And yes. Whoa. Okay. I think that was from an army that raised up. Cool stuff, though. And so now we got some more jobs coming back to my planet Marbel. But, wow. This war is going pretty solid. Let's go ahead and reinforce some fleets while we're at it. Might as well take advantage of that. And that's about, wow, that's going to be way more ships. And so you may be hearing that alert a few times here. I know in my past couple of runs, the AI tends to spawn up as many ships as they can while I'm invading their planets. And so here, let's see, this is our Forge world. Jeez Louise. I'm running out of places to, or things to build here. I could just go with either, you know what? Let's see here. We could use these consumer goods and we can start getting some holo theaters up on our planets. I might just do that for now. I know some people like to build these things more specifically tailored to their designation, their planetary designation. But I'm going to try something a little bit different here and try to get some more unity here from my empire. And look at this. Who would have thought this planet would have been good? Wait, so there's a increased benefits on this planet. Okay, I was wondering what that modifier was. Here we have another embassy that is being offered to us. Cool, cool. And yeah, here we are back at war again. And so in a bit, let me see how many pops are left on each of these worlds here. There's 12 pops left on this planet. Okay. We got to keep these numbers high.
Blocker removed.
And so now let's see where our I want to see where the armies are. Oh no, why did they travel through there? I was sitting here like, wait a minute. All right, so here's what we're going to do here next. We're going to go ahead and restrict these systems. How silly. All right, and now we're going to keep our eye on this fleet up here. Almost lost our armies right there. All right, so there we just got an infiltration modifier, but let's jump back over here to the Zroni. Now, finding and communicating with the Psionic Archives has become much easier now. Contact can be made as soon as our expedition lands, at which point we can access more detailed records and concepts. From what we have learned here, some things are too good to be true, and so it was with the God hand granted to the Zroni by the Shroud. Now, the energy required to power the vast changes in the Shroud's composition had to come from somewhere, and for them, it originated from the supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy. Now, as the Zroni made their changes within the Shroud, so the singularity expanded, consuming the mass of the galactic center and converting it into energy, which was then siphoned into the Shroud. The discovery took the Zroni, debate turned to argument, arguments led to division, division turned to civil war between the two main factions. And so continuing down this minor Zroni colony here, and we gotta, wow, we're gonna be getting some energy credits from this commercial pack. Let me see where this empire is real quick, because I want to make sure I got this right. Am I allowed to build a holding on your planet? Ah, someone beat us to it. It looks like their overlord has those, and so no worries. In the meantime, though, we're going to go ahead and go with research complexes next for our next technology to research. And here, geez, another research agreement. I'm going to hold off on this one. Commercial packs, I'm down with. Research agreements, I'm like, nah. Not if I'm not getting a whole lot from that. And so I'm all for increasing opinions, but let's go ahead and abort that since we own this base now. And cool, so my Paragon ships are back. let's go ahead and send them up here again to get ready to invade some planets. And actually, I want to invade the planet that has been pretty much abducted. And let's see what they got left. 8 pops on this world. And 122 army. How sad. The other army is actually in orbit as well. And let's see how many armies are on this planet. 152. Ooh, it is time to land our armies here. While that takes place, we're going to go ahead and research another tech. And here it is. Easy victory right there. Bingo, baby. That is a planet that has been invaded. And so we're going to go ahead and move our fleets here and catch up to these guys over here and get ready to invade some more worlds. Excellent. And so, holy moly, not that way. No, don't go that way. Damn it. They're already in the system. All right, so avoid whatever the heck that is.
Hostile station engaged.
Oh, please don't attack them. Okay, thank goodness. All right, so I'm just... Oh, no. Don't come near me. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, we got an Empire pledging secret fealty to us. Yes, we will definitely take that. All right, and so thank goodness our army made it safely out of there. Next up, we got a prosperity tradition to work on. And so here we have the administrative operations. And I'm going to jump for this one first because as our empire continues to grow, eliminating corruption and inefficiency is a critical importance. Now, these credit drains must be plugged. And so this will decrease my building and district upkeep. Wonderful. On top of that, we got research complex technology completed. And let's go for that disruptor technology. Very nice. Very, very nice. We're going to go ahead and expand our borders again as well. And let's see where all of these ships are. Actually, I want to see where my armies are located. All right, so both are in or close to this system here. And we have the buzzword standardization resolution we're voting on. This increases diplomatic weight from our economy, and it gives us plus 5% more trade value. Sure, I could definitely support that. We haven't looked at our factions in a while, but the one we are supporting, the Institute of Scientists. Oh yeah, we are promoting them. Okay. Cool. And so all is looking pretty good there. Here we got our armies in orbits. Wonderful. I want to get them both merged. And we're going to go back to that Zroni situation because I believe it has been fully excavated. And so further details of the Zroni Civil War factions have been extracted from data crystals. One faction, which came to be known as the Divine, felt that the fate of the physical galaxy was of no concern to the Zroni, who could continue their omnipotent existence in the Shroud until the entire galaxy was consumed in some unimaginably far-off future. Now, even then, there are other galaxies, perhaps even other universes, which could conceivably be consumed. The other faction, the Saviors, were aghast at this. The Zroni should not destroy the galaxy to live as parasitic gods, even outside the Shroud. Their psionic abilities guaranteed them a utopian existence. The location of another Zroni colony, geez Louise, has been discovered, and so another Zroni colony. Holy moly, and let's see where this one is located. All right, so it's back in the system we were in before, and so multiple dig sites in one system. Cool stuff. That scientist is being put to use. And here, we're gonna go ahead and grab our other scientists and bring them over here to start researching some of this debris that is available in each of those systems. Now, our Paragon has a new trait, and we're gonna go for the Overseer, getting that extra loyalty from subjects. We don't have any subjects just yet, but that might change here in just a moment, especially now because all of my armies, they're about merged. It is merging time here, and so bingo, they're all put together, and now we are going to land our armies here. There it is. While they're taking over that planet, that was a piece of cake. The planet belongs to us. And so we kidnap the pops off the planet. We take the planet, make it ours, Uh-oh. And here we go. I think it's time. We can probably get away with taking this world as well.
Our troops just hit
Oh, another secret fealty pledge to us. Excellent. And so now, I'm pretty sure they have no systems left. We control all of their systems. The question is, I wonder what's going on here. I think they have to give up, right? They have no systems under the control. Interesting. See, I'm looking around here. I see no other systems they have right now. Unless they have... Yeah, there's no way. They should surrender here. All right, in that case, we're going to go ahead and see if we can just practice taking out this fleet here and see what happens.
Imagine the profit margins on this tech.
And actually, this is an ocean world, size 23, and so a pretty large planet. But yeah, I'm wondering what's going on because this war should be over. All right, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and select some more technology here to research, and then let me check out the Zeroni again. So this is a new Zeroni situation. It was strangely difficult to locate the archive of Gwarton 4, but once we did locate it, it was easy to see why it had been so exclusive or elusive. The crystal has been shattered and contains no records that we can access. However, a faint signal suggests that there may be something else to find here. Let's continue searching. And the scientist has a level here. Dang, if I would have got that observer trait, that would have been nice. All right, so here we got a... Okay. What? One last hope? What is this? So encapsulated in what remains of the planet's tiny ice cap floating on the crystal clear oceans of Polaris 2 is what appears to be an artificial structure. A team is required to excavate the structure. I gotta see what that is all about. I have to. And so let me get this system surveyed ASAP, and we're gonna come back to the Zeroni in a minute because, yeah, I don't know what that's about, but I gotta know. And so I'm gonna get a construction ship over there as well. And in the meantime, look at this. All my planets have unemployment. It's beautiful.
Can be a lucrative affair.
All these pops ready to work. And so it looks like they can't work the entertainer jobs. So that we got to be aware of. Let's see. What jobs could we have them work? They probably wouldn't be bureaucratic either. Options. I guess, yeah, for this world, yeah, we're gonna need something here to fill this up. The question is, what though? So, I guess we could go with trade value. I wonder what category do culture workers fall into? I'm gonna see if the culture worker job will like work there. But yeah, same here. It looks like that plan didn't really work here to get those guys going. And so instead of the hollow theaters, let's try out the culture worker jobs and see if these workers will work at those monuments. Ah, can I only build one? Okay, well that's interesting then. In that case, let's see. So many options. Oh, excuse me, Alvania delete, guys. I'm so sorry. In this case here, this is a factory world. Guess we'll go with another miner job. For agro world, let's see. Can I clear out these tile blockers yet? I can't. And I still have 7 tile blockers open. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I'll make 2 more mining districts. Actually, yeah, that'll be fine. And then the rest will be the remaining agricultural districts. Here's my other mining world. We're just going to start packing them up. These planets got to get filled up. And so this world here, we'll go ahead and add probably that corporate culture site as well. See if that, I'm just going to see if that's going to fill in the worker job. I'm not 100% sure what it does here, but we'll find out in a bit. And on my home planet, we got a little bit of crime. We got a lot of pops here, and so we got to be aware of. Let me make sure I don't have any gene clinics spewed up anywhere, because yeah, this could be hurting us in the long run. Maybe I'll go for some more tech. Replace these gene clinics with research labs.
Debris analyzed.
All right, so outside of that, let's go with our global defense grid building next. Actually, since we're going for Unity, let's go for the focus tested management technology. And for, we could go with integrated cybernetics. Okay, so we may give that a shot here in a bit. But outside of that, all of my fleets are still here, but yet they won't surrender. They won't accept status quo. And so how bizarre, I've pretty much conquered, unless I don't see any of their other planets left. I don't know how they have not given up. I control, it's saying here, I control all their systems, all their planets.
Debris analyzed. Now let's make some more.
Yeah, this is my world, occupied. Uh-oh. Oh, are we at war with someone else? Or wait, what? Where is that coming from? Are we at war with... Oh, we are at war with you guys. Wow. I'm like, wait, why? Who are we at war with? Wait, so why am I at war with... Did you guys have a defensive pact? It must have been some sort of agreement. Yes, it was. So we're actually at war with 1, 2, and 3 here. I'm sitting here like, why is this not over? And now I see why. And so we're gonna go ahead and jump down here. This is the corporate wars. This is what I'm doing, what we were supposed to be doing here. And so, all right, we're gonna go ahead and move our fleets down in this direction. I see they got a fleet on the way. Cool stuff there. Let's see, we'll go for synthetic thought patterns. But yes, all ships are moving, and we're gonna go ahead. Got 5,000 energy credits. We're gonna reinforce all of our ships here because it is about to be go time. Wait, so is there a base here now, or what's going on? Apparently my construction ship, there we go. We can get that mining station up. I want to excavate that dig site ASAP. But yeah, we're about to go ahead and meet some hostile ships here in a bit. They're about 2 systems away from our conquered border. Now just 1, and we're going to meet them head on. And so this is going to be a pretty decent battle. I mean, I think we outnumber them fleet power. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They are about to get crushed. And so yeah, we're now at war with our rivals here. And here we go. Our fleet's made it there in time, and oh yeah, that's going to be some wreckage there. Now, preserving the order is our next agenda that is going to be launched. And for our next agenda that we're going to go ahead and initiate, let's expand the council. On top of that, we're going to go ahead and research another physics technology. Let's go with that space-time theory tech next. And look at that, their fleets got crushed. Now, I'm playing on a little bit of a faster speed here, and so things may be moving a little bit quicker in this run. But no worries. Ah, so I see the block of Karus, their empire is like split. Oh. That's why you guys have not been defeated yet. In that case, we'll go ahead and send the rest of our fleets down here, and we'll handle this. This whole time, I was thinking this is all they had right here. But yeah, if they don't want to give up, you know, I see that status quo is starting to creep up a little bit. Probably a good idea right now to let go of these systems before I have to come down there and take some more of their worlds. But while that's going on, we're gonna go ahead and research this one last hope. I gotta see what this is all about.
We built something.
All right, so someone, oh, Empire of Kither has closed their borders to us. How pathetic. How pathetic. All right, and so yeah, now we got a big war on our hand. It's a 3v1 right now, but let's see. Yeah, these guys are inferior to us fleet power wise as well. And we got an encounter in our home system. What in the world? You know, while that's going on, let's go ahead and start a... This is the Hadam Nation. Let's use that spy network here. It looks like it's fully maxed out. And maybe we could declare them a rival? Let's do that. Let's declare you guys a rival. It looks like I won't be able to. Their fleet are pathetic to us, and so we literally can't make them a rival. In that case, we'll make the corporation a rival here. And then we're going to reach out to our handy dandy friends down over here, the Armathian Corsairs. And their ships are recovering from a battle. I was going to use them to attack these guys, but we'll have to wait for that. All right, so here we are attacking the rest of the block cruise systems. Wonderful. And we're not going to stop there. All right, so here is the first situation. I don't know if I've even done this archaeological dig site before, but this is one last hope. It says, built into the floating iceberg itself is a halting black cuboid made out of some alloys as the wreckage of the space fleet above. Our glacial specialists state that analysis of the iceberg dates its formation to at least 1,000 years ago, though it's supposedly hard to tell with alien atmospheres. Scans of the interior of the structure show quite a few biological readings, therefore using disruptive tools is unadvisable. The team will have to traverse to frozen cliffs to what appears to be an entrance into the building. And so down we go. That is pretty nice. And so all of my fleets are now moving forward. Let's go to our government tab here and let's look at some of our policies and edicts. And so right now our diplomatic stance is set to belligerent. Our edict right now is fortifying the border. I can't really deselect that right now, just because if I do, we're going to be under our starbase capacity. But I could get away with maybe or using another. Let's see. Actually, I really don't want any of these. Well, I think we're okay right now, and so no worries there. Let's reach out to. Oh, we found a veiled tunnel. Oh, wow. Look at this system. So that's another base down. Let's see. Maybe I could make some claims. Ooh, I would hate to lose that system. That's for sure. And actually, I'm just going to start claiming each of these systems until they give up. I've got plenty of influence to go.
We built something.
Oof. And so yeah, all these nebula systems, I would absolutely love to control these.
We're gonna make a pretty hole in their defenses.
And we had another tradition available. And so back to prosperity. Let's see. You know, let's go with that upkeep from pops being decreased by 5%. All right, so that's done there. Next up, let's jump back up to our planets. We haven't looked at these in a bit, but still got a little bit of unemployment on some of our planets. Not too much. It's not too bad. And it looks like, is it the culture work? Oh, the culture workers are being worked. Cool. Oh, okay. Yeah. So culture workers, we can add those to my job, my planets. But the hollow theaters, we're going to have to replace these. the designated pops that I want on these worlds don't want to work those jobs, and so, or at least they're not able to. And so we'll just start squeezing on strongholds. We'll replace some of these hollow theaters with those instead. At least that'll help me with my naval cap as well. And for some of these other planets here, looks like we have no housing open on this world. Same here. We actually just need to clear out some tile blockers there. All right, cool. That's all I can really do right now. All right, and so we got a fleet somewhere. Where are they at? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, that's a pretty big fleet. They're throwing everything at us here. And so they got about 10k fleet power. Let's see what we can do. I think we may be evenly matched here. Oh, never mind. Annihilated. Completely annihilated. All right, and so let's see what's up with this One Last Hope situation, part 2, the Frost Gate. Now, we have set up base camp at the supposed entrance of the facility here on Polaris 2. Already, we've discovered something that looks like writing inscribed in the walls of the building. Now, we will begin to land and arduous process of opening this door without damaging whatever is inside. At the same time, our linguistics attempt to translate the dead alien language of the inscriptions. New stuff there. And so I got a leader with a veteran level that they've reached, and yeah, I gotta go for that pop growth speed. That's very nice. That is very nice. All right, and so our fleets are traveling even further here, and we're gonna go ahead and hit this system next. And we have found a natural wormhole as well over here on the left side, and that's a pretty cool looking base. We're gonna go ahead and take that out. The Marauder guys are like, hey, you gotta pay tribute, and I have 15,000 energy credits, and so sure, I'm a little willing to give that away. We're actually going to oppose this resolution as well. I don't see us needing that. If it decreases our diplo weight, then we don't want it. All right, so that's another system taken. Oh, and now they want peace. Give me a second. We got a few more systems to take. Look at that. And so they're trying to offer us peace. We're going to go ahead and we're going to ignore that for now. And I want more of these systems here. I want to reduce this empire to 3 systems. And so here we're just going to make a few more. Can I make any more claims? Actually, I won't be able to do that then. We will not be able to reduce them to only 3 systems. Instead, you know what? I could probably get away with just wrapping this up here. And so, sure, we'll go ahead and agree to this. And bingo, everything that's in the purple is now my subject. We have forced them to be subjugated. Excellent. And so let's return our fleets back to our home system. And let's get these ships repaired and prepared for our next battle. But yes, the Committee of Kondraka is now our first subject. And I'm going to go to our contacts tab here. I want to see what our agreement looks like. So Necro-Corp. Here's my subject. For espionage, I don't need to spy on them anymore, but yes, it looks like that's good to go. We're going to go ahead and establish an embassy with our new subjects here. And I want to negotiate our agreement. And so restricted voting expansion has been regulated. They're giving me 30% of their taxes, of their basic resources. They will have to join in all my resolutions. Actually, it's only defensive for both of those. I can't change anything right now either, but yeah, let's look into getting some holdings on some of their planets. And so I can get a Overlord building. Ooh. And we're gonna go for all that technology. And then I can establish a branch office on their world as well. Wow. And so maybe I'll go for some more, let's see. I can't decide. These are all such good options. Oh, a commercial forum. Let's get some more branch office value, and it gives me a merchant job. Let's. And so that's one world right here. Let's look for some more of their planets. I want to get all of their worlds. There we go. Give me all the branch offices. And so this is going to cost me 1,000. I got to keep this in mind. This does cost influence and energy credits, but we'll take advantage of it. So already we got 2 branch offices. Can we get a third? Ooh. These guys beat us to it. And so I think I might be going to war with them next. They may be my next target. Actually, let me see what's up with this alliance of... Oh, you guys are our subjects. Right. And so they're actually subjects to our rivals here, our corporate rivals. They will not accept subjugation. In that case, we're going to have to fight them for their subject. But it looks like we have a truce for 10 years. So tragic. Let's see what's going on with the Alvanian sovereignty. I could declare war on these guys. Let me see why. I mean, we do not have any subjugation casus belli on these guys. Let's see if we can make one. Oh, actually, they're proposing secret fealty to me. All right, cool. Well, in that case, we're going to go ahead and just bring our ships back. And these guys took away their embassy. Why are you disloyal to me? You're my subject. You will do as I say. You already are doing as I say. Be happy about it. And now we've converted some more pops to Necroids. Cool stuff. And so over here, though, we're going to go ahead and check out some of these planets. I want to see if there are any holdings I could squeeze in. Let me see if any of these empires have any room for, you know, a local business nearby. And it looks like they have nothing right now. And so one last hope, part 3. The time was upon us, and we stood ready to unseal the black structure dubbed the Vault. According to the preliminary translations of the wall inscriptions, the creators of this vault, the Polarians, made it as a last resort to keep their treasures safe. As we opened the doors, we were greeted by, according to our sensors, a controlled atmosphere similar to the air outside, just with quite a bit less carbon dioxide. And so, excellent. And then after that, we got food processing technology. We're going to go with that manifest destiny so that I can change one of my edicts a little bit later on. And now my naval cap's looking pretty solid. And so let's go ahead and reinforce some more ships here. We got plenty of food to sell, and I'm still kind of salty that we were not able to house the galactic market. What's up with that? All right, so in the meantime, let's look around here. I want to see if there are any more jobs. Actually, here we go. All right, so yeah, just moving those unemployed pops off my home world. And yeah, tile blocking technology is going to be a must here in the future. But for engineering tech next, let's go for that civilian fabricator technology so we can upgrade our factory world building. This one in particular, so we can get some more consumer goods. All right, and after that, probably get some more farms. Actually, we'll get our first food processing facility on this world. And what that building does in particular is it increases the, can you stop here? Food from farmers by 1. So every farmer increases their food output by 1. When you add all that up, well, it can get quite nice. And so these guys have broken off their secret fealty proposal to us. I'm going to let that slide for now. Just for now. All right, and so outside of that, I'm kind of looking for my next target here to attack. Oh, we found some driven assimilators. Ooh. It looks like our best option is a bulwark.
Council agenda available.
I just want to see if there's anything we could do. Let me see if I can give them something. Oh, there we go. All right, and so through the deals, let's see, what do I need? Oh, I need so much influence in order to make that happen. I'm looking around here for some of these outside empires, and I just want to see if I can subjugate some of them. So I think we might have a chance here. Once again, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need... I'm pretty sure I'm going to need some more influence for this. Yeah, definitely. And so yeah, they're slightly against this. Jeez, all right, so yeah, I'm just gonna need some more influence, but I think if we just kind of kick back a little bit and relax, I think we should be able to do it. And so civilian fabricators is complete. We're gonna go ahead and keep on adding to that. Let's go back to planets, any planets that has that type of building on it. But I need some rare crystals, and so now we're gonna be looking into either, I don't know, we might have to acquire some more worlds or have our subjects give us some more of their advanced resources. All right, so outside of that, let's see here. Man, my subject is probably incredibly weak because we took all their pops off their planet. My fleets are starting to make it back. They're trickling into the night shift home system. We got a little bit of room here to increase our fleets, and so we'll get to work on that as well, reinforcing all. And then let me see, what's going on with my scientists up here? Oh yeah, we'll go back to the Zroni dig site, and we'll start on that one as well. Now we have improved reactor booster technology, and afterwards, we're gonna increase our research station output. And yeah. Well, guys, we went to war with this corporation unintentionally. We went to war with 3 empires at once and came out as victors with a new subject. Let me see what's up with these guys too. I want to see if we can maybe... Oh, yeah, so they still have their overlord, but yeah, I think I might stop this here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. We're going to be continuing this stream on Monday. And so tune in for that thing. But until then, I will see you all later. This is the Necro-Corp playthrough. This is Corpo Wars. And we've won our second war of the game. And so tune in and I will see you all Monday.